Hello, my friends. Welcome to Real English Voices.
The place where you learn real English slowly, clearly, and with confidence. I'm Ria.
And I'm Tom. Today, I want to ask you something. Have you ever done something simple, but then someone asked, why did you do that?
And you started explaining and explaining more until you felt tired?
Even a little small? Yeah, me too. I used to explain everything. Why I said no to plans, why I left a job, why I changed my mind.
Or why you needed time alone?
Exactly. I felt like I needed to give people a reason every single time, but not anymore. Now, I've stopped explaining myself, and it has changed my life.
In this episode, Tom will tell us his story, what changed, why it changed, and how you can feel strong even in silence.
And your best part? You'll learn English while learning about life. Short sentences, real vocabulary, emotional moments, and clear English that's easy to follow.
And don't forget, you can download the free PDF guide for this episode. It includes comprehension, grammar, and vocabulary quizzes to help you grow your English. The link is in the video description.
All right, let's begin. There was a time when I explained almost everything. If I said no to something, I gave a long reason.
Like you were trying to justify your choice?
Yes. If I made a different choice, I told the whole story. If I needed space, I felt guilty, so I tried to make it sound okay. Not because I wanted to talk so much, but because I was afraid.
Afraid of what?
Afraid of being misunderstood. Afraid someone would think I didn't care. That habit didn't start all at once. It grew slowly, quietly, in school, at work, with friends, even with family.
People do ask simple things often, like, why are you so quiet? Or, why don't you want to join us?
Exactly. Or, why do you always leave early? And I would explain again and again. I explained to be polite. I explained to avoid hurting others. I explained because I didn't want anyone to feel bad.
That sounds exhausting.
It was. Slowly, without noticing, I lost my voice. I wasn't making choices for myself anymore. I was choosing what would sound better to others. And you know what? It made me tired. Not just physically, but inside.
There's a strange kind of tiredness that comes from not being honest with yourself.
Yes, from giving reasons when you shouldn't have to. I remember one day I canceled dinner plans. I had a long week. I needed rest, that's all. But I sent a message with a full explanation, almost like an essay.
And did you feel better after sending it?
No, even after explaining, I felt guilty. That's when I asked myself, why do I feel the need to explain everything? And that question became the start of my change.
So, how did the shift happen?
The real shift started with a moment I'll never forget. It was a Saturday. A friend called and invited me to a party. I was sitting at home, drinking tea, enjoying the quiet, and for once, I didn't want to go.
So you said no?
I said, no thanks, I think I'll stay in tonight. He paused and said, why?
And the habit kicked in?
Yes, out of habit, I started explaining. I said, well, I didn't sleep well, and I have laundry, and I have some work to finish. And while I was talking, I caught myself. I was lying.
Lying?
Not big lies, but small ones just to sound reasonable. The truth was simple. I didn't want to go, and that should have been enough. That night, I wrote in my journal, if I always need to explain myself to be accepted, then maybe I'm not being accepted, just tolerated.
Ooh, that one hits hard.
It was honest. And from that moment, I decided to change. Change didn't feel light and easy at first. It felt heavy. When I stopped explaining, people noticed.
How did they react?
Some asked, are you okay? Some said, you've changed. A few even joked, why are you so rude now?
That must have been tough.
It was, because I wasn't rude. I was just quiet, clear, calm. But people were used to me over-explaining, to me always saying yes or giving long reasons for no. So when I became simpler with my words, they felt I had become distant.
Did you want to go back to the old way?
Honestly, that phase tested me. There were days I wanted to go back to make everyone happy again, but I stayed strong, and slowly people adjusted. They started to understand this new version of me.
That's wonderful.
One friend said, "You feel more centered these days." Another said, "You don't explain everything anymore, and I like it." That made me smile because finally people weren't reacting to my explanations, they were responding to me.
But I imagine you didn't change overnight.
No, let me tell you the truth. It didn't happen in one day or even one week. It took time and small steps, gentle steps. At first, I still wanted to explain myself. Even when I stayed silent, my heart would race.
Thinking maybe they won't understand?
Or maybe they'll think I'm selfish. But slowly, I learned something important. Silence is not rude. Silence is not cold. Sometimes silence is peace.
That is beautiful. So when someone asked why you canceled, what did you say?
I didn't give them a full story. I just said, "I needed space today," or "I made a different choice this time. I hope that's okay." That's it. Simple, kind, and enough.
Simple, kind, and enough. I love that.
It wasn't always easy. I still felt that pull to defend myself, but I reminded myself not every no needs a reason. Not every choice needs to be understood. If someone felt disappointed, that was okay. I didn't have to fix their feelings.
Did you use any tools to help you stay strong?
Yes, I started writing things down, little reminders just for me. I wrote them on sticky notes and put them on my wall, on my mirror, even on my phone screen.
What did they say?
Things like, "My peace matters. I'm not responsible for everyone's emotions." A full sentence doesn't need an explanation. Every time I read those words, I felt a little more free.
Like you didn't have to carry the world in your hands.
Exactly. And you know what else helped me? I stopped saying sorry all the time, and I started saying thank you instead.
Oh? How does that work?
Before, I would say things like, "Sorry I'm late," "Sorry I didn't reply earlier," "Sorry I need some time alone." But these sorry moments made me feel small. So I tried something new. Instead of "Sorry I'm late," I said, "Thank you for waiting."
And instead of sorry, I didn't reply?
I said, "Thank you for your patience." It felt different, stronger, kinder to myself and to others. Because thank you comes from a place of peace, not guilt. It says, "I see you and I also see myself."
That is such a powerful shift from sorry to thank you.
It changed everything. Today I feel stronger, not louder, not harder, just more myself. I still say no, I still change my mind, I still need space, but now I don't explain it away because I trust myself.
Because you've learned that explanation is not always a sign of respect.
Sometimes it's a sign of fear, and I'm done living in fear.
Your progress doesn't end here. To continue advancing your English skills, click on the next video or explore the additional videos we've thoughtfully selected for you.